Hi everyone! We didn't expect to get into a game, we were just invaded and then immediately went into it. So it's going to be chankim versus Leenock. It's already game number 2. Who is up?
Leenock currently leads 1-0 in this ZvZ, and as we return, timing permits. What pony for the 15-month resub in chat? Thank you so much for that subscription, good sir. But yeah, a little bit abrupt and out of the blue, but into the game nonetheless. Spawning in the bottom left side, we got green Zerg player chankim.
Oopsie. In the top right, as the red Zerg, he is Leenock. And also thank you to the White Horseman for the new sub.
Also, this YouTube campaign is going super well. We got 2,000 people tuning in-ish, right? And went from 9 subscribers to, wait for it, 11.
Not too surprising.
Shout out to bots. Thanks a lot, guys. Feels bad, man.
Some people just don't want to follow YouTubes. Feels bad.
Actually, it seems to be our audience, too. I was talking a lot with Maximus Black and some of the folks who have like really big YouTube channels at TwitchCon and other things, and especially with StarCraft, it's not as popular on YouTube as it used to be, but in particular, ours just does not resonate. And I don't think it's the type of content. I think, for me at least, my reasoning is that you guys all watch this live. You don't usually have a reason to need to catch it on YouTube. So I'm really hoping that the sort of speciality that is ZombiGrub and my own personal channels will appeal a bit, guys. For those who don't know, ZombiGrub's been posting like build order tutorials and hotkey setups and all these other cool things, and I'll be doing more like vlog stuff, trip stuff, adventure stuff, and of course WoW stuff on mine.
WoW stuff. WoW.
Yeah,
Some
combination of World of Warcraft and
Much
combination of things that make you sit there and go like, wow, that was cool.
Yeah, I don't know, I guess
Actually, if I could burn money on something, I would totally get like one of those high-speed cameras. I love watching the slow-mo guys on YouTube, and there's just so much shit I would totally love to just film in slow-mo.
Oh, I have no opinion on that, I guess. I don't really watch them. I was gonna say, I've been like fairly happy with my, like, it's fun to watch, I guess, numbers grow, whether it's Twitch or YouTube or, I don't think Twitter's as fun, but Twitter as well, Instagram.
Well, Twitter's not fun because someone like buys us bot followers, and then you're like, well, I don't know if we're actually growing or not. Like, it feels bad, man.
Even like, okay, so you know we got bot followers, and there's like literally like hundreds of people following you. They're all like, you know, marketing specialists and like stay-at-home moms and dads and stuff. That's really obvious, but I feel like someone's look at like 6 followers, and all of them will be like, I work in marketing, and I'll just be like, these are bots, aren't they?
you do like that sort of fry wincing, like,
yeah,
not sure
exactly.
if.
Exactly. So I never know if I'm really close to 10,000 or not. I don't think I am.
I'm just at this point, I've kind of accepted it. I believe, and I have no way of knowing that I'm at like probably about 1,000 to 2,000 less than what I actually am.
Yeah.
But it still feels good seeing that 10. I'm not gonna lie.
But anyways, I think the best thing so far about the StarCraft 2 community, at least for my YouTube, is that people are like, okay, they don't get like the most amazing views or whatever, but people are actually really appreciative of the content. That's really just what I wanted, was confirmation that this wasn't like a useless endeavor. And I was like,
so
oh,
people,
everyone's already done build orders.
Yeah, that somebody wants to watch your stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, we do have some other results, guys, on the outside of this. I know it's not exactly super enticing with this 3 base versus 3 base opener here, but Innovation and Beyond in the top half for best of 3 semifinals. Ryung versus the winner of this here on the bottom side. So mostly Terran going forward, not too surprising for the Olimoleague, but I do want to let everybody rest assured that we should be casting both semifinals. We've not had any confirmation or anything saying otherwise, and that's what we usually do, is cast both semifinals.
Yep. So this game and these players, real quickly, so it is already up 1-0 for Leenock, and that's not too surprising. Leenock, a very good player. chankim, however, actually had a really good game versus Beyond, good series versus Beyond. Now, he still got 2-0'd, but that was like the first time that I saw chankim, besides just like, oh, that guy's in the bracket that we never get to cast. That was like the first time. And he was really impressive. He had some pretty good versus Terran, and that makes sense that he would then beat Natural, who is not as good as Beyond, but is still one of the rising contenders. Still impressive for chankim, who, by the way, is American. He lives in the United States, I believe. I don't know much more besides that, but just like, I guess keep note, I suppose. If it is the same guy, which I think has been confirmed, the same chankim. But anyways, just a little background on this guy, I guess, because of course everyone knows Leenock, right? They could do oh my god, lol, bah, for the 14-month resub. Bah. Anyways, The game, though, itself, so it's very quick with the 3 base versus 3 base. Galactic Process can do that sometimes. You know, it is rocks protecting most of your locations, and you can just kind of sometimes agree not to engage each other with Ling Baneling. But the choices of composition for the mid-game is vastly different. You have Leenock, of course, with a Spire, and chankim with the Wall Off with Roaches and Upgrade. Singular Upgrade. Thought I missed something, but I don't think I did. Oh, Hydra's on the way now. I think that chankim got a scout in the main base. He did with an Overseer, so... Saw the Spire, knows he has to deal with it somehow. I mean, the decision between a Hydralisk Den and an Infestation Pit is sometimes personal. Like, you know, this opinion, one is better first than the other first, although you usually want both eventually. It's also, I would say, a lot more to do with the position you're in, though. Like, in low economy games, I guess, like, Hydras can be better, but a Lurker Den, too, very quickly. Ooh, that's interesting.
Quick shout-outs to Squishling for the 8-month resub, as well as Shaughnessy, just kind of commenting on what they watch on YouTube and dropping a reference to that Primitive Technology channel. I don't know if you've ever watched this, Samigo, but it is hella addicting watching this guy build stuff.
No, I've heard about it, though. I can kind of grasp for what it is. So, the Lurker Den, when it's a macro game with mutas, you know, there's been no roaches coming in and barely taking down your drones, or the mutas were in a complete surprise and totally killed your worker line. When you actually both have an economy to fall back on, it's pretty common, right, for the muta player to either go back into roaches themselves, or to go into at least banelings, muta ling baneling basically, which is what Leenock is doing, and also getting ling upgrades. You're gonna need something to deal with that, and yeah, Roach, Hydra, and Fester, you get the fungal on the Baneling, the Roaches soak the Baneling, something like that can be effective. So can Lurkers, and I don't necessarily know if, like, I really love the Lurkers or not, but it's cool to see them come back in, versus in ZvZ, basically, because, of course, in ZvT they're not really used, in ZvP we see them often enough, but even then, they're kind of being phased out just to more and more banelings. But in ZvZ, they also have a hard time finding a place. Versus mutas, of course they can't kill the mutas, but they can kill whatever addition there is to the mutas, cancel on that base. And they can also help deal with the other option, I guess, that's available for the muta player. Again, they're in such a dominating position when it's a macro game, they're already on a 4th base. They can go through a fast hive, and if they get to ultras before you do, because that is something that you can try and match them with, even if it's kind of able to do so. You can also just go for Lurkers and get some SimCity, and that can also deal with Lurkers, or, sorry, Ultralisk. It's just a choice, I would say. The Lurkers aren't quite burrowed yet, though. The 4th base is killed. Banelings almost kill 3 Lurkers just by being close enough to explode on them, but chankim holds.
What's actually interesting about that, too, is, like, Lurkers really should have made sure that wasn't an issue, but timing and, of course, the attack, gets you off guard. Leenock just focusing down the Spore Crawler. What a badass.
Yeah, right? He does have 16 mutas, so I guess they can do that. As long as you're supporting the Spore Crawler.
This is actually going to shut down Muscular Augments if he were to snipe it right now, but he wants to get some of these Hydra picks while he can. 12 more mutas on the way, and Leenock is absolutely getting away with this. I mean, chankim, I don't think he made the worst decision, but clearly this is why you see a lot of other pros, Infestors be the priority all the time, always.
He's finally adding on Infestors, but as you can see, only 2. Leenock now reaching for a 5th base. Hive almost done. Probably going to be for... Well, actually, he does have the choice to go for a Greater Spire. We'll see in a second which one he goes for. But chankim just attacks with the Roaches. Actually left his Infestors, Lurkers, and Hydras back at home, but I think the Banelings rolled in and killed most of them. Lurkers still lit, but can't deal with the Mutas. The Roaches kill this base. And I guess there's Spineclaws and Mutas here. That'll take down a good chunk of the Roaches for chankim, and he really is quite all in with this attack force now. I guess more Hydras coming from the natural, as well as reinforcements just in general do clean up the Lings. chankim lost drones, but didn't lose bases. Leenock lost base, but not all of it, and he still has this backup one. Not all of them. And the Roaches are cleaned up. Just so many mutas at this point. Now up to 28s and bringing back the ones that were on the offensive. It is a Greater Spire, by the way, which I think is the better move, especially after seeing the Lurkers. Like, Lurkers do not necessarily counter Ultras. They have to have SimCity, they have to have good positioning and whatnot, but they definitely don't counter Broodlords. So that should be the nail in the coffin whenever you can make those.
I mean, I feel like the mutas were the nail in the coffin. This is just something where, like, it's taking a long time to hammer in.
Yes, that's true. For chankim, for a long time, this infester's limited energy, the mutas weren't at that really high muta count. They were stuck at like 15, which is manageable by just spore crawlers and hydras chasing them down. If he knew that this is a game going to go to almost 30 mutas, I think he would have gotten patching glands, for instance, but also been more aware of his infestor usage. But that was a bit of a surprise for him, I would say. And now this is another all-in attack. This time with only hydras, though. Pure banelings could probably deal with this with only one lurker now available. The mutas could come back and deal with this, actually. The glaive worm becomes a lot more effective. I just need that support. Broodlords, though, will also deal with it. This infestor, you know, actually, if the infestor catches the mutas a little out of range of the hydralisk, then the mutas will definitely die. That's the only thing you can really hope for, though, I would say. Mutas come back. There's 22 to 20 hydralisk. With Ling support, with Broodlord support, okay, whatever. Doesn't even matter. We won't see what that fight looks like, as chankim just taps out.
GG. That'll send Leenock to fight against Ryung, but they're not going to get a chance to play yet because Innovation and Beyond have been waiting. And we should be getting into that TVT here very shortly. So we're going to just quickly duck out to commercials as quick as possible, guys, to cut down on that downtime. And when we're back, it'll be the first of two semifinals. TVT Innovation versus Beyond, followed by Ryung versus Leenock.